What's up, everybody? This is Javon, aka Griff from Team Neo. We just got back from the Columbus, Ohio regional on Saturday. Today is Monday when y'all seeing this. Um, we got Leonard Ludwig here, and he just recently placed 10th place with Dragons. Let us know how that went for you and show us the sauce.
Yeah, I played the Columbus Regionals on June 7th. Got ninth place with a 7-2 record. We played a 50 card deck going blind second. And it was Dragon Rulers, so it's 2013 again. So for the rulers, you have 3 Tidal, 3 Tempest, 2 Redox, and 2 Blaster. The reason for 3 versus 2 is Tidal and Tempest both say, go get more cards. These do not say get more cards. These do.
Okay.
That's literally just the logic behind it. Is they say get more cards. These do not. That's all I can really say.
That's fair.
For the babies, we play 3 of the new light baby. This is arguably the only reason that this deck can be played currently. Or again, realistically. If this card resolves, you're probably winning. If they don't have an Ash Blossom for it, or if you have, Called by the Grave or something, this card's just gonna win you the game.
Fair.
One of each of the old babies. The worst one's reacting. Literally, I'd never want to activate this card, but you have to have it in here just because of consistency issues. I would argue that you could play another Blaster and another Tempest, but I wouldn't play any more of either of these two because you want to have Tidal in your deck, and yeah, Blaster you want to the board for other reasons. That's all the Dragon Ruler cards that are in the deck. Next is Koa'ki Meiru Drago. This card won me 3 different games, like alone. Mitsurugi cannot summon cards, Malice cannot summon cards, Ryziel cannot summon most cards.
Isn't he 1900 attack?
And yeah, nothing has a normal summon that's 1900
Normal
to even run it, crash into it. Yeah, because I literally summoned this against Blue Eyes, and he was like, "Oh, I can't do anything." So he literally passed, and I was like, "Okay, 19, pass," and he just passed back to me. And then I was like, "All right, cool. He has nothing to do," so I summoned my Dragon Rulers because you can summon every Dragon Ruler from the main deck while this is on the board. Or while this is on the board, you can also Tenpai combo people, and you cannot get Nibiru'd.
God, Tenpai.
Please don't click off the video. Do not judge me for the sins of this deck's past, because I was not a player in the game at that point in time. Literally, Kaiman stuck to my hand like it was glue. I opened it so many games. Like, I don't know. This card loves me. I wish I played when this deck was full power, because I probably would have did very well.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I mean, it's Tenpai cards. Tempest searches Genroku. Genroku starts your whole combo. Or banishing a Blaster also adds you Genroku. Okay. But that's everything that's considered in engine for the deck. And then we're playing blind second, so we are playing all 9 of the Charmies. Because going second, I want to play as many high impact cards that are going to say either give me more advantage or make you end your turn.
Is that
so 9 Charmies?
Dogwood?
A playset of Dogwood, because it's it either stops their turn, or they're like, okay, I'm gonna take the challenge and give you all this life. And it's like, okay, you've now doubled my original starting life, so now that gives me essentially another turn. If I can't already kill you, I'm gonna get more cards to kill you on the next turn. And then to round out the hand trips, it's 1 Nibiru, 1 Magnemite. The Nibiru is literally just to draw in from the Charmies. If you resolve 2 Charmies and they don't have Droll or Ash to stop it, you land on a 25% chance to draw Nibiru if you've drawn at least 4 cards. So it just gives you something to play into.
Oh, we love Mag.
And then Magnemite is just good against everything that's relevant, and it searches every card in your deck. And the best thing to do with this that I have done that I love is Magnemite, end of turn, search Genroku, Still, end of your turn, activate again, Roku, go to Pydra, search the spell that I need or don't already have. It's stupid.
Now, have you ever came into the conflict of having Magnuma and Droll, and then you had to Droll your opponent?
Not that interaction, but I've had where it's like I've Charmied, and then I've had to roll because I've had to stop them.
Okay, that's fair.
It's not terrible. So long as I get one card back off a Charmy, I'm not stressing out over too much. Like, I will shotgun Perulia and I will shotgun Meows in their standby phase. And Perulia almost, I'd say 99% of the time is giving you one card back because almost everybody has to summon once from the hand to start anything.
Okay.
So it's like I draw, and if they have too many pieces to keep going, I'm going to draw them. Like I have to stop the turn so that I can kill them on my turn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Dog would go crazy. It's a water you can banish with Tidal. And all these hand traps are the attributes that you can banish to summon your dragon rulers, except Nibiru. And Magnemut's a dragon, so any of them can get banished.
Wow.
And going second, if you have these Charmies still in your hand, you can discard Fuwalos with Tempest to search for a dragon. You can discard Perulia with Tidal, the Foolish Burial card. You can discard Meows with Redox to Monster Reborn card. They have value no matter what turn of the game it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's just, they're never dead, is just what the appeal is in this deck. And then the non-hand trap, non-engine stuff, we're blind second. 3 droplets, this card goes fucking crazy. 2 Lightning Storm, and then Talents called by Crossout. This card sucks, don't play it. Not in this list. If you're not maining Ash Blossom, don't play this card in the main board. But yeah, Droplets goes crazy, because if you normal summon a Pydra and they're like Imperm, you can be like, okay, Droplets, sack Pydra, negate your detonator that's on the board. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, Crossout didn't activate it once the entire tournament, so it's getting cut.
All right.
And it's getting cut for this.
Now, would you at least play Crossout in the side deck?
Yes, Crossout is going to the side deck because Lancia is a card, and if anybody has a Malice sideboard, they have a Dragon Lore sideboard, which is just like the shit part of this deck.
That's fair.
Extra deck, 2 of the new light guy, the dark guy, and the towers. This card is confusing to people who don't know what it does. It's going to send from deck to graveyard for cost of activation, and then detach off of it, as well as the cost. The card that is sent from the deck to the graveyard becomes this effect at resolution. So if you send a blaster, you do not pick a card to destroy until resolution. If you send Tempest, you don't search until it doesn't become search until resolution. It doesn't become Foolish Burial or Monster Reborn until resolution. So it does not target.
All right.
In any instance. So you cannot be Ash Blossomed, it cannot be Impulsed, it cannot be Purged, any of that stuff. The only way to interact with this card is at its activation. After sending for cost, you can effect Veil or Impermanent. That's like really it. Otherwise, it's just a free card. Eclipse is a spell trap negate. It's also an extender. And Apocalypse is a really stupid card that if it resolves, it wins you the game.
How many times have you summoned it?
During the tournament, I think I summoned it 3 times. I know I summoned it round 1 against Regenesis Castira, banished his whole board, banished his graveyard. I summoned it against Live Twin Fiendsmith, banished everything, and I want to say I summoned it against Mitsurugi as well. It's if it resolves, it's good. Like okay. Otherwise,
okay.
Like this is the best grind game card. If you get this out, and if you didn't kill them with Tenpai, you summon Apocalypse and be like, okay, can you beat this? No, I win. And this card also punches over Chaos Angel, which people summon in attack mode for some reason. Generic 7s are Flare Metal and Big Eye because we were playing a 2013 deck. That's not the real reason, but Big Eye is just a generically good card. Flare Metal because I didn't want to lose in time. I learned from past experiences that I need cards for time. And it's a dragon, it's rank 7. You can overlay this and Chasma into Apocalypse and still trigger its effect correctly. Same with Big Eye. And then to round out the XYZs, we have Sky Crisis and Zeus. Did not summon Sky Crisis once the entire tournament. Zeus got summoned every time Apocalypse got summoned, essentially. Because you can summon Apocalypse to wipe a board, swing with it, and then summon Zeus on top of it for more board destruction. So, it's cool. I wouldn't cut this, but I also didn't summon it, so I'd feel indifferent about it. Tenpai cards. Yeah. You gotta play them because you're playing Tenpai. Summoning Black Rose in your opponent's battle phase is kind of hilarious.
And funny thing is, like, you go battle phase, you got one of the level 3 tuner, like, any of the level 3s on the board, you synchro summon and you're just free because the rulers are 7s.
Yeah, because a cool thing is, like, even if you're going to game 2 and they make you go first and you open Tenpai, you can bridge into Dragon Lords just off this card alone. Because it's a rank 7 dragon.
Oh my god, that's insane.
If you open a Pydra or a Genroku, and then a way to get Blaster in your graveyard, it gives you Chasma. There's just so many different lines in this deck that can be played through that not a lot of people have explored or even know about. The amount of people that had to pick up my cards and read them, like I felt like I was the one who had been playing for a while and other people were new. And then to round out the extra deck, 1 Almirage, 1 Hida, 1 Seals. It's a dragon deck. We're playing Seals. Card's good. If you have a crappy hand, you can normal summon one of your hand traps, link it into Almirage, and then get another body on the board because it's not hard through the Dragon Rulers. Link into Hida, enter battle phase, crash Hida, it gets destroyed. It searches Genroku in your battle phase. Guess what this does? It wins the game.
Jesus Christ. Now, quick question here. Would you ever consider playing a SP or a second Seals?
So these two were SP and IP for like a month through testing. And then it was put in my head like, hey, why don't you play blind second? Like, the deck can play all 9 Charmies with no issue. I'm like, okay, cool. What do I turn IP and SP into? These two right here. So if you're playing a close to 40 card version of wanting to go first and turbo out your floodgates, play SP IP. Otherwise, play these.
Okay.
Oh. So speaking of turbo, going first game 3, you side this card in. Like I said,
for anybody that's not a boomer, it's the best fairy in the game.
This is the most boomer card in the whole deck. Like, I swear, either that or like Solemn Judgment is the most boomer card in my deck.
Oh my goodness.
So going first, you want to summon Chasma. You summon Chasma on your turn going first. Use his effect, send Tidal to the graveyard. His effect becomes Foolish Burial. You send Christia to the graveyard. Pass turn. In their draw phase and or standby phase, you activate, send Redox from the deck to the graveyard. Redox is a Monster Reborn, so you Monster Reborn Christia on their turn, locking them out of special summoning. And unless you're playing like Lava Golem or something, I don't even know like what else this.
I don't think you can Lava Golem.
I don't think. And the only like if you have Imperm, cool, but the full end board for this deck is Chasma, Christia, Seals, Eclipse. So even if you have Imperm, there's a spell trap negate that you have on the board. It is so easy to build this board, especially if you are able to resolve a Spectral. Going first.
So Spectral is 1 card, full combo.
Yeah. It's 1.5 because you have to have it plus another card.
Okay.
It has to discard a dragon or a light, so... But, I mean, the whole deck is dragons. So, yeah, sideboard is Christia. 1 Chaos Hunter. It literally is the same logic as Christia. I sided in against Malice. You send it to the graveyard with Tidal, or if you open it, that's even better. And then you can summon it with Redox through Chasma's effect on your opponent's turn.
Okay.
3 Lancia. It's it's Malice. Malice. Playing against Malice is literally, I think, the hardest for this deck specifically. 2 Ghost Bow. I like it against Mitsurugi. It stops them from adding their things back to their hand, and they can't play the game if they can't add things back to their hand.
Fair.
1 Feather Duster. It's literally in 90% of people's side decks. I think I sided it once the whole day just because it's like either they put me on going first or I know I'm going second.
So you were talking about playing cross out to the side.
Yeah, this is probably going to be cross out.
Okay.
Because cross out will go to the side because I will side it in with Lancias.
That's fair. Fair point.
Because people are going to side Lancia against me because they're going to have in their side deck anyways for Mouse.
Nice.
And then, like I said, game 3 going first. Yeah. Best cards. And then the 2 spicy cards are 2 Eradicator Epidemic Virus.
Spicy.
This card blows out Mitsurugi. It is insane. I flipped this on a gentleman in the tournament after he tried to use the kill spell on my Eclipse. I negate with Eclipse, flip this, tribute Eclipse, call spells. He had 5 spells in his hand.
5 spells is insane.
And the only way to really play around this is if they have prayers in their hand. They can chain prayers to it.
Right.
But they're losing everything else in their hand.
That's insane. 5 spells.
So
reminds me of Striker format.
It's pretty good. In this deck, it's pretty good. And if you play Thrust, it's a Thrust target.
Yeah, that's a normal trap. That's insane.
But I mean, honestly, this is the most fun I've had playing this game. I've only been back for 3 months after taking 12 years off. And I could honestly say this is probably the most fun I've had playing this game, aside from playing Peak Injectors.
I heard it right here, y'all. He hasn't played in 12 years.
Yeah, cross out becomes Protoss, cross out goes to the side, Feather Duster comes out.
It took for Boomer cards to get support for the Boomer to come back.
This is literally a Boomer deck with like modern hand traps. That's literally what it is. It's Boomer cards with modern hand traps.
2025, everybody.
That's all it is.
Alright.
Well, and the only other card I tested was Gold Sarko, but it's not good going second, I don't think.
Okay, that's fair. Alright, well,
yeah, that is it.
I heard it right here. As Leo with 9th place at the Columbus, Ohio Regional with Dragon Rulers. Blind 2nd Dragon Rulers. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, shout out to all the guys on Neo. You guys took me back in when I said I want to start playing. It's cool hanging out with all my old homies again, meeting new people. Pretty much all my opponents were super chill. A couple of them were very fun to play against. Yeah, just all my homies that I've met through this game that make this game worth playing. Nice.
Well, it's a pleasure having you. Congrats on your 9th place. Unfortunately, you couldn't get the top 8. That sucks. I know. Trust me, I've been there.
It was close. I was so close.
It was close. It was very close.
It probably would have upset a bunch of people that a Boomer came back and did it.
Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned because we got NA Nationals, NAWCQ coming up, and we're working on a vlog.
I'm playing Dragon Rulers at Nationals.
Oh, he's playing Dragon Rulers. We got a whole nother format coming. He's still playing Rulers, y'all. Y'all heard it here first.
I'm still gonna play it.
Y'all heard it here first. But yeah, so we're working on a vlog for Nationals. Y'all stay tuned. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys.